Hey friends, welcome to day 2 of the 7-day manifesting summit. Today we're going to talk about drawing the line in the sand. So yesterday was day 1, so if you're just jumping into this, boom, jump back to day 1, do day 1 first, then come back to day 2. But day 2 is drawing the line in the sand. So in day 1 we talked about setting an intention, having a burning desire, and making a decision of what you want. So here in day 2 here, what I mean by drawing the line in the sand, and this is something I've learned as I got older, because changing my mind, things aren't working out. This is what happens when you constantly change your mind, is you're not drawing the line in the sand. Okay, I'm in Thailand right now. I'm in the countryside. We got some buffalo over here. Everything's kind of dry, but it's getting ready for the dry season. But actually drawing the line in the sand, saying enough is enough. And what I mean by that is if you want your dream house, I'm drawing the line in the sand. I want my dream house. I'm not moving. I'm not moving out of the way until I get my dream house. This is what I mean. No matter what obstacles are coming to me, I'm dodging the obstacles, I'm walking around, but I am not moving. If you want your dream job, you are not moving. You drew the line in the sand and you basically made a firm decision in your mind and say, you know what? Enough is enough. Maybe you're in poverty, and it's generational poverty. Okay? And you have everybody telling you that you can't do it. You can't make 10 grand a month. You can't even make 5 grand a month. Your parents been in poverty, your grandparents been in poverty, your grandma and grandpa been in poverty, your great-grandparents been in poverty. And what that means is you're going to be in poverty. You're not going to break that cycle. But you know you can. You draw the line in the sand and you say, you know what? Poverty might have been in my family for generations, as far as I can remember back, but it stops with me. I draw the line in the sand. This is where poverty stops. I'm the one. I'm the king of my family. I'm the one that broke the cycle. You have to be firm with this. This is what I mean by burning desire. You have to be fed up. Are you fed up with things not working for you? This is what I mean. Okay, you're tired. You're not playing around anymore. You're not playing around like maybe in the past you played around with manifesting. You played around with 5-5-5 technique, 7-7-7 technique. You played around with this stuff, but you're not playing around anymore. Maybe right now you're listening to this, and your dream was to go to college, but you ended up marrying your high school sweetheart. You had kids, and that dream kind of faded. But you can still move forward. You draw that line in the sand and say, you know what? I'm still going to go to college. I'm still going to make this happen for me. Maybe when we talk about college, maybe you're the first person out of your whole family to go to college. Nobody's went to college into your entire family. Okay? This is me. I grew up in a factory town, a small town, factory town. And if you know anything about small towns, most of the time with small towns, they're factory towns. When you grow up and you get out of high school, your only choice, if you're a guy and a woman, is to go work in a factory that treats you like dog shit. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what happens. But you draw the line in the sand and you say, no matter if I grew up in a small town, no matter if I grew up in a factory town, I am going to college. I am going to school. I am breaking that chain. I am breaking that negative chain where nobody's went to college in my entire family. Maybe you have no lawyers and no doctors in your family. But when it comes to you, you're breaking that cycle. That's what I mean. You draw the line in the sand. You're fed up. I am standing here. I am not moving. If you're a person of faith, remind God of his promises. The promises are within you. Abundance is your birthright. Heaven is within you. if you truly believe this, God says, his promises says, I am the head and not the tail. I will lend and not borrow. These are promises of God. This is what I mean. You have to be serious about this. You get to a point in your life and you say, you know what, enough's enough. I'm not moving. This is what I want. I'm not moving from it. I'm not swaying from it. I've made my decision and it's firm. And I'm not moving no more. I'm not backpedaling. I'm not here running backwards. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Being scared. Fear isn't going to get me no more. You have to understand this. Some of us, we really want what we want. And I've done the same thing. And we're going to encounter fear. We're uncomfortable. We feel like we're going to shit our pants. But we keep on moving forward. We're not moving. I'm not moving. If I want to be a multimillionaire, I am not moving. You have to understand this. I am not moving. If you want your dream house, I am not moving. If you want your dream car, I am not moving. I'm standing here. I'm keep on moving forward. I'm not going to run backwards. Because guess what? Fear is going to encounter you. You're going to encounter fear. You're going to be uncomfortable. If you want success, guess what? Success is uncomfortable. You have to get used to, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I know maybe you've heard that before, but it's true. Because we all have internal fears. What I fear, maybe you don't. What you fear, maybe I don't. But you're going to encounter it. And it's the same way what we talked about in day one. When you encounter fear, this is what you have to understand. When you encounter fear, and all you want to do, your whole body, your whole mind, all you want to do is turn around and run back the other way. But this is what I want you to envision, is when you encounter fear, what you want is standing right in front of you. That's your fear barrier. What you want is right there. You just have to break through it and keep on moving forward. This is some of the things I tell myself. When I feel fear, what I want is standing right in front of me, but I can't see it. You can't see it. That's why you have to draw the line in the sand. This is why day 2 is what most of us are not doing. We're not drawing the line in the sand and saying enough is enough. I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to do what it takes to get it. I'm going to be decisive. What I say I want, I'm going to get. Because listen to this. When I say what I want and I always get it, what I'm doing is I'm conditioning my subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind knows you better than you know yourself. You can't fool your subconscious mind. You can't fool God. You can't fool your spiritual mind. Come on now. If you think you might be able to fool other people, but it stops with people. 100%. You can't fool God. You can't fool the universe. What are you kidding? You telling me a joke? You can't fool your subconscious mind. You can't fool your spiritual mind that knows you better than you know yourself. But this is what I know. Is when you make a decision, you stand behind it, and that's what you get used to doing. Well, guess what? Your subconscious mind takes notice, and you're conditioning your subconscious mind that your subconscious mind eventually will say, well, when Chad says he's going to do something, he always does it. Now all of a sudden Chad is saying, I want my dream house. I'm gonna buy this whole land right here and build my dream house. Now all of a sudden when Chad says this, he always gets what he wants, and his subconscious mind will make it happen. I mean, you want to know the secret why millionaires always keep on attracting more and more business, more and more things into their life? You know why? It's because they're doing exactly what I'm telling you in day 1 and day 2. They made a decision, they're firm with it, they draw a line in the sand, enough is enough. When they say they're going to do something, they do it. And they've trained their subconscious mind. And they started off with simple things. When they say they're going to go out for dinner with a friend, they do it, they make it happen. When they say they're going to get up at 5 a.m., they do it and they make it happen. When they say they're going to the gym 3 days a week, they do it and they make it happen. And all these simple things is now all of a sudden when it's serious and they say, I'm going to make 20 grand this month, it ends up happening because they always keep to their commitments and they're training their subconscious mind to always give them what they want because they always keep to their commitments. And that's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of drawing the line in the sand. Is making a firm commitment and you stand by it and you don't sway. You keep on moving forward. Even if it feels like if it was completely foggy out, if I can't even see, that's what it feels like most of the time. But you still keep on moving forward. Other than that, my friends, day 2. Let's wrap this up. Draw the line in the sand. Make a decision. You're not moving. You're not moving out of the way. You've had enough. You had enough of failure in your life. You had enough of being indecisive. You had enough of being vague. You had enough of moving out of the way. You had enough of buckling for fear. Most of us run backwards because we're scared. We have to do something, we're scared. And we run back to our comfort zone, sitting on the couch watching TV. So day 2 here, draw the line in the sand. You're not moving, you're not swaying from this no more. You've had enough. You hit a time in your life and say, I'm going to get what I want. And I'm not moving. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know the how. The how is God. But I'm not moving. I'm here. I'm not moving out of the way. But other than that, my friends, blessings to you. Stay tuned for day 3. Day 3 will be tomorrow, and I'll see you in day 3.